Hi folks, hope you're all doing okay. This video is to help you start with assignments C and D. You'll see that you've already done parts of this, but this is what we're now doing, is putting it together in a proper format. So the best thing to do is to go through the PowerPoint, which has been uploaded onto SharePoint, and I will share that again with you when I share this video. Okay, so let's watch the PowerPoint. So here's the PowerPoint assignment C and D. Oh, just seeing it says Unit 2. Forget that, it's Unit 1. I'll change that before I send it. Okay, so what we're looking at on the background, it's exactly the same as before. What we're doing is we're looking at the environment in which any business operates within, and also looking at the business markets. We have not done part D at all before. Okay, so you're going to have to do a lot of research and a lot of reading. Okay, so what you've got to do is to get your pass, merit and distinction. Okay, to get the pass, you just look at the environment in which the business operates. To get a merit, you're going to see how a particular business has responded to the environment in which it operates. And for the distinction, you're going to evaluate, so come up with your own opinions and your own judgments as to how it may react in the future to different changes in the environment. Okay, so these are the different criteria that you will be looking at in part C and D. And you can see that we've got 3 pass criteria, P4, 5 and 6, 2 merit, M3 and M4, and 2 distinction, D2 and 3. Okay, so what we want to do to begin with is just P4 and P5. We'll actually approach them both together, okay, rather than doing separate tasks. If you complete basically P5, you will complete P4 as well. Okay, so P4 is looking at the internal and external and competitive environment. Okay, P5 is looking at techniques to undertake what we call a situational analysis. Okay, so I'm going to get you to do a PESTLE analysis, which is a situational analysis, and that will help you do P4. So by doing the analysis of P5, you will be answering P4. Hope you see where I'm coming from that. So that's what I've just said. The techniques that you are going to look at, and you're going to complete 3 of them. So the techniques we're looking at are the PESTLE, political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environment. A SWOT analysis, the internal strengths and weaknesses, the external opportunities and threats, and Porter's 5-force model. Okay, Michael Porter is a management consultant, and he came up with his 5 forces model a very long time ago, well, within my lifetime. And you're going to look at that. We've not talked about that in the classroom. I will show you some resources that you can look at, including a really good YouTube video. So the first thing you're going to do is a PESTLE analysis. We've done this. You have completed a PESTLE analysis. So you do a PESTLE analysis on, for instance, Sainsbury's. Then you also have to do a SWOT analysis for Sainsbury's. Once you've done each of these analyses, you need to provide a summary of each one. Just telling me what the overall impression is. So if I go back to PESTLE, what for Sainsbury's, what do you think were the most important ones from there? And therefore, what kind of things might the business do? Don't go into a lot of detail, because you will be doing a lot of this with the merit and the distinction. But I do want a conclusion, a summary after your PESTLE analysis and after your SWOT analysis. And also, before you do them, can you also give me a paragraph that just explains this is what a pestle analysis is, this is what it stands for, this is why we do one. Same for SWOT analysis, this is what it is, this is why businesses do it, this is the use of it. Now here we are, this is our SWOT analysis for Sainsbury's. The final one is for Porter's 5 forces. So Porter is a management consultant. He came up with this technique of looking at the 5 forces. And on the screen, you've got the 5 forces. So you've got a business, and upon that business is external impact or the forces upon it. Okay. And what he said is that you've got to control these different forces. So we've got the power of the customers. Obviously, the customer, some people say the customer is king, but the customer will have power. Okay. Second one is the power of your suppliers. Then we've got a couple of threats. So the threat of market entry. So this is a threat of a competitor coming in and taking your business away from you, whether that's just part of your market share or the whole market itself. Then you've got threat of substitutes. So whatever your business, if there are other businesses that could offer something slightly different, which the same customers might use, then that's a threat from substitutes. And then in the middle is the intensity of the rivalry between you and your businesses, okay, your competitors, sorry. Okay, sometimes it's not that intensive. Sainsbury's, highly intensive rivalry. They are always comparing their prices and trying to beat their competitors. Okay, so this is the end of the video, really. You've now got to do this. So it says here, complete P4 and P5, create a Word document, include your name, criteria, and page numbers. And because you've already done the pestle analysis and we've looked at the SWOT analysis, I'm giving you 1 week deadline from today. And I think that's perfectly reasonable. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk to you about the next part of assignment. So there'll be another video and another email. Okay, thanks guys. See you later.